Hello, welcome back to Wooden Railway Western. I hope you didn't think I forgot about this series. It's just been slow going. Um, Today I'm going to be showing you all my custom trains. So, enjoy, I guess. So this episode's a little bit different. I'm elsewhere because the layout is currently going under a few renovations and I don't want to spoil the next part. But these are the trains. I'm going to start over here with this string of 3 hoppers, which are permanently bound together with these insanely strong magnets that literally rip themselves off of the trains when I try to pull them apart. So they've been stuck like this forever. But it's nothing special. But these are 3D printed. They're painted by me. They keep breaking here on these little spokes. There's another one here that's broken. I can't... Oh, here it is. That's broken. But overall, they're very solid. I don't like running them, though, because I forgot to put the little coverings here. Like you see on this one, which means it can rip the couplers off of other engines. Speaking of engines, these ones are not 3D printed. These are repainted models of... If you've ever been to really any chain store in America and seen wooden trains, you'll probably see the green one with like sloped... It looks like this, but green. Basically what I did, this one was simpler, so I'll talk about it first. I just repainted it into Santa Fe colors, cut out a little bit of vinyl, which does not look good, and stuck it on. Pretty simple. This one was a little bit more difficult. I did the same thing, except up here, you'll see there's a little bit extra. It's because this is clay that I just glued in. And it doesn't look the best, I'll admit, but when running at fast speeds, it looks pretty good. I haven't given this one a name yet, or a classification, but I've given this one Santa Fe GP40. It doesn't look like a GP40, but it's close enough. I like the back. But yeah, and here's the other one. Again, here's the other side. I prefer this side, honestly, when running at speed. You can see some of the prints there from the original. On brand, this was my first of the painted customs. This one is a red diesel with coach. If you look under it, well, first of all, SPF Unit A, that's what this is. You'll see there's a red diesel under there and a red coach, or, yeah, and SPF Unit B. But this was just painted gray. You can see it's chipping there. I need to repaint this. The front was painted red, and then I just did the rest of this with paint pen. I have a little arrow on the top to remind me which way these go, because I cannot tell you how many times I did this beforehand, before painting the arrow here. But it's not really based on a specific engine. It's just funny train. I think I'm going to go in chronological order of when I made them, just as a little heads up. So you'll see the arrow on this one. This is I believe an SW1200. Nope, just SP switcher. Okay. Well, when connecting to normal engines, like say a Thomas engine, the Thomas engine's back would be here. So it would be back to back with this engine, which is an SP switcher. I gave it slanted windows because I thought slanted windows look good. They do. This one's the most simple. There used to be Southern Pacific written on the side here, but I decided I didn't like it, and I added a little grill. Overall, a very solid and decent model. Got the base, I don't know where. Next, this is actually the first custom I made, but I decided not to show it because I forgot about it. This is the only one of the 3D printed models I'll show, which is not entirely made by me. In fact, it's not made by me really at all. This is a train I found on Thingiverse. It does not roll well. In fact, it doesn't really roll at all. It's held together by screws. The magnets are too big. The paint is bad. And the only reason I like it is, one, because of the length, and two, because it was my first one. So, you know, I have some nostalgia for it. Next up, what was next? Yes, this thing. Possibly my favorite. A DDA40X. So big it doesn't even fit in the screen. This, as you can see, is a multiple bogey engine. It was my first attempt at making a multiple bogey engine. And, well, how does it work? That's how. I'll just go over these first. They're both the same. Basically just pegs, which are just supports. These are supports from other models I glued on there. And it just slots into little holes on the bottom here. And it turns, and it turns really well. It can't go up hills, but none of my models can, so I don't really care. The body itself, I got the grills, which I spray painted in silver. And then the rest of this was just hand painting. I printed it in yellow, and then I weathered it. It does not look good, but it is my favorite, simply because it's my first one. Yay. I like the green up here. I don't think any green like that was on a real DDA40X, although I could be wrong. Overall, not much more to say. Just a solid industrial model. Alright, next. More freight cars. It's a tanker! I'm gonna redo these. This looks like very bad. 5 boxcars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, no. 4 boxcars and a reefer. We'll start with the reefer. You'll see there's Thomas magnets on here. There's Thomas magnets on a few of my earlier ones. But, you know, those quickly died off because I didn't have enough spares. Again, another 3D printed engine, modeled it somewhat off of a Tropicana reefer, but who cares? This one, got the purple door. I literally added this on 5 minutes ago because the original one just went missing. I glued it on there. Some of them can slide, not this one. This pattern here not only is aesthetic, but it also helps me grip it. Standard boxcar, this is my regular magnet pattern. I had to put the blue covering over there, over on top of it, because it's just the magnets and we're coupling the 2 trains together, and we'll use this one as an example. Without the blue there, it would not be able to turn, and when I tried to pull them apart, the magnets would come off. Overall, not much to say about this. This one, again, not much to say about it. This is peeling off. The roof is red. Again, the magnets. I got the idea for a blue car from a friend of mine who just said, hey, can you make a blue car? Because I want to see it. And so I made a blue car, and I'm calling it the Eat My Jorts Shipping Company boxcar because of a game on Roblox. Next one. This is literally just the same as the other brown boxcar, except it's more weathered, doesn't have the white strip on the top, and the doors look like they've been neglected for the longest time. Also, this one can slide, but not well. I think this one can too. Yes, but not well. The last boxcar, red. Yeah, no, they can't move. Just a red boxcar. Oh, one quick thing about the blue one. This piece broke off. I'm very sad about that. That was my favorite detail on the boxcars. Okay, that's enough of freight cars. Now let's move on to a tender without an engine, except it does have an engine. I'll put a picture of it on screen if I remember, but I think it's an Oregon Museum Daylight locomotive. And so it didn't have a tender, so I made a tender. It's just that simple. I don't know what this is, but I like it. What's next? Okay. No, we're saving that one for last. For these ones, you might remember Steam Train bios. If you actually, then I'm not going to do this one. You might remember Steam Train bios if you have watched my series or my YouTube channel for a while. Those videos were outdated before I uploaded them, and so, you know, I'm eventually going to go into detail about who these characters are, but they're OCs of mine. The engines are not alive, but people are. And I made the cute little choo-choo trains. This one has value on the side of it because the character arc of this person is, well, learning to accept people, because he's kind of I don't want to swear, but he's kind of a no-no person. Not like that, but I put logs in here. These are just regular sticks I found outside. The railroad is the D&B. I gave the engine and tender gold wheels because reasons. I'll go into them another time. Again, this is a 3D printed engine. It was printed in red, and then I painted this part to look like wood. I think it ended up looking okay. You can see the inside there is black. I connect the cars, or the front bogie, to the engine with a hook and pin, or whatever you call that. Call it a pinhole. I painted these gold, and then only the inner part of these gold. I really don't know what else to say. This is Rico, or at least Rico's engine. I like the balloon stack and the big headlight on the front there. Next, big engine. This is the biggest engine I've made. Yeah, the biggest engine. Engine and tender is bigger than the DDA-40X. We'll see here. If I made the DDA-40X accurate size, then it would have been out to here, and thus longer than this, which is Kanzi. But I did not. This is the consolidation. It's friggin' massive. And that's really the only thing there is about it. Oh, this is number 4. Rico is number 1. Then there's number 2 and 3, which are next. Or number 3 and 2. There's nothing in here because, again, I lost the pieces that go in here. But it's 2 red toolboxes because why not? Other than that, not much to say. Just, again, brown cab, black interior. Painted the wheels yellow. That's the rest of the things for the D&B crew. It's all yellow wheels. I tried weathering them. Oh, here's something. You'll see this on number 3 as well. The headlight, or the front little whatever this is, got shifted about half a centimeter off to the side. So I had to sand it down, and it still doesn't look good, but I'm dealing with that. The mail car. This is another D&B thing, but there's no D&B on here. It's just a mail car based on the game Steam Train. Again, I'll go into more detail on these another time. This is my favorite one of the Steam Train crew. And again, another contender for possibly my favorite model. This is Moog, which, yes, it's pronounced Moog. M-O-O-G, I swear. A completely normal model. Just a green engine with heavy weathering, because this thing's derailed more times than the average Thomas character. Again, a black interior. Not much to say about it, but I really like it. The tender, you can see this one's number 3. I wrote Moog there just because I think all the engine drivers coined their locomotives. D&B, the male symbol up here because this is the male engine. D&B. Okay, here's the engine I was going to show originally. Oh, here are the red toolboxes that Kanzi has. I was going to show this engine a while ago. This is the Spectre. It's number 2. I have it out for number 2 locomotives. I don't like them, except for Edward. I will always, whenever I like find a railroad, or I like see a railroad, I will always try to destroy their number 2. And then replace it with a new number 2, and then destroy that one. The number 2 in trains is cursed to me. So that's why the Spectre is number 2. I detailed what I can only describe as a boiler explosion or damage to the boiler. Its number is X, which is based on the game. It's all yellow, no gold. Like the other engines, you'll see Moog here has a gold dome. Not Spectre. There's an actual cab interior, which does not look good, but it looks, you know, at least like something. I tried to draw on windows, but it ended up looking foggy, which I quite like. There's a reason that this side is weathered and this side isn't. But again, I'll get into that another time. This side looks weathered, but it isn't. It's just the marker, which I accidentally drew on awful the first time. This is just normal front truck. Oh, on both Spectre and Rico, this front wheel does not move. It is being inhibited by the cowcatcher. I'm probably not using that word right. I don't care. There's a little crack right here. And that's because I dropped this engine when I first got it 3D printed, because all of these engines now are 3D printed. And I dropped it and it hit right at the wrong spot. But you know what? It works because, I mean, Spectre's a bit of a broken engine. I was originally going to print a tank engine to go along with them, driven by a person named Sasha. But that print exploded. So, you know. The final engine, I knew I was going to save this one for last. It's a tiny narrow gauge Porter. And you might be thinking, oh, that doesn't look too tiny. I'll be right back with a Thomas to show you how small this actually is. Okay, so I have my Thomas here. It's tiny. I actually made it narrow gauge. And this is so cute. It's about maybe 3/4 the height, or maybe 2/3 the height, and it's very short. I don't have magnets on it because there's no other cars in this scale. But it's so tiny, and I love it, and it's cute, and I don't know what to call it. But I mean, look at that. Okay. These are all my custom trains. Sorry for the rushed video. But, yeah. I do have more, but they're all British. Like, you know, extra Thomas characters. Like, I made the Loaned engines. And, some Troublesome Trucks. Also all the Journey Beyond Sodor characters. But that's for another project. I'm definitely not rewriting the entire movie. You know, I knew I was going to come back to this series eventually. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Have a good one. Bye-bye.